Welcome to your Sacred Awakening yoga practice. We'll begin in a comfortable seat, hands resting on your knees and your eyes are closed. Take a nice deep breath here, energizing the body, and continue to breathe in and out through your nose. This is our Ujjayi breath. It activates prana in our body. It purifies our mind. It helps us to release toxins from the body. It helps us to let go of what no longer serves us. Continue this breath, sitting as a compassionate witness to your own alchemy. And on your next inhale, reach your hands up and over the head so the palms touch, and then draw them to the heart space on your exhale. Again, inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Once more, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From this space of loving awareness, let's sing the sound of Om together, the sound that reminds us we are all one. Inhale. And pause for a moment here, honoring this space that resides within us. And keep the fingertips together, create space between the palms, like you're holding a ball or an orb of light here at your heart space. This is our heart chakra mudra. Breathe into the heart space, honoring this portal of infinite love. Inhale, reach the hands up and overhead and bring the fingertips to the earth. Inhale, left arm high, side bend stretch over to the right, breathing along the side body. Inhale back through center and exhale over to the opposite side. Take this side to side breath to movement, feeling the side bodies awaken. You're rooted in your root chakra energy as you reach up and send energy out through the fingertips. And let your hands rest. Begin to roll your head out side to side, clearing out the throat chakra, releasing any attachment to expectation. Allow organic energy to flow through you, trusting what is. One more big circle, and bring your head back to center. Start to roll the chest out into circles, making a C curve with the spine. Start to make these circles a little bigger, moving this energy down into the hips, creating a big spiral with the chest. Slow, deep breath. Experience this Kundalini energy that rises from the base of your spine, up through your belly, your heart, your throat, to the crown of your head, and come back to center. Pausing for a moment here, let the palms flip open. Experience this moment, this energy that you've cultivated here already. Welcome to sacred space. Now roll over onto your hands and knees for your tabletop pose. We'll flow through our cat-cow. On your inhale breath, lower the belly, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Continue this breath to movement flow. And you can add in some organic movement here, maybe looking over one shoulder and then the other. Start to roll out the chest, the head, the neck. And start to make big circles here now in the hips, as if you're drawing a circle on the ground with your heart. Invite this movement into all of your joints, your wrists, shoulders, hips, and knees. One more big circle as you breathe. And come back to center, bring the knees together, feet together. Let's sit back onto our heels with the toes tucked. On the inhale breath, send the hands up and over your head, bring the palms to heart center. Interlace the fingers and press your palms forward. We'll take a lion's breath here in through the nose. 2 more like that, lion's breath. And reach the hands overhead, inhale, and release the hands by your side to the floor. Untuck your toes, lay the feet flat on the ground, and sit back on your heels again. Option to stay here or set the hands back and behind you, lifting your knees, lifting the chest. Take a nice deep breath. And release back down to the floor into a child's pose, reaching your hands forward, forehead on the mat. Take 3 breaths here. And on your next inhale, begin to press up into your tabletop, tucking your toes for downward facing dog. Send the hips high. Press through your hands. Feel your heels soften into the earth. Start to walk the heels out, finding movement here as we open the hips, the hamstrings. Take a nice deep breath and bring the feet as wide as the mat. Turn the toes out 45 degrees and start to make circles with your hips in one direction. You can bend your knees if that feels good. And then take your circles in the other direction, really waking up the hip sockets and the hamstrings and the feet. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit down into your malasana squat. Bring the palms together and lengthen through the spine. Breathe here as you press your feet into the earth. One more breath. And release your hands to the ground. Straighten your legs. Come into your ragdoll pose. Feet are at hips width distance. Grab your elbows. And you can rock your head side to side if that feels good. The knees are gently bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to standing. Send your hands up and over your head. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the hands forward into your downward facing dog. On your next breath, roll forward into your plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, untuck the toes, cobra pose. Exhale, soften. Inhale, press up to tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet again. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, relax your head. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, hands reach overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale, reach the hands back overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift, walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. Exhale, lower down to your belly, untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, soften. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, relax the head. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, hands meet overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, take a back bend, cactus the elbows. Inhale, reach the arms high again. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, step that knee forward. Bring the foot between your hands. Inhale, send the arms up and over your head for crescent lunge. Palms face together. Squeeze that back leg nice and strong. Take a deep breath here. On your next exhale, fan the arms open as you twist to the right. Palms are open wide. Look back towards your right hand. Engage your core as you breathe here. Inhale, reach the hands back up through center into crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane the arms, palms face down. Squeeze the pinkies together. Strong front leg, option to stay here or to float the back leg off the ground into your full airplane pose. Inhale, pull the left knee forward into your one-legged Tadasana. Your knee is bent, like you're going to stomp your foot on the ground. Take a deep breath. From here, we'll take figure 4. You'll bring your ankle over your right thigh. Bring hands to heart center as you sit back into your hips. Keep the spine tall, the back of your neck long. Take a deep breath here. Inhale back to your one-legged Tadasana. Spread the fingers wide. Exhale, step your foot back through your airplane pose. Inhale, reach the arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step your foot back into your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward. Inhale, reach the arms high, crescent lunge. Palms face each other. Feel the shoulders melt away from your ears. Take a deep breath here. On your next exhale, cartwheel the arms wide, spread the fingers wide, palms open for your twist. Look back towards your left hand, take a deep breath. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up, look forward, take a deep breath here. Exhale, airplane your arms, palms face down. Option to stay here or to float forward into your full airplane pose. The back leg is nice and straight. Flex the foot. Take a deep breath. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Pull that knee forward. Reach the arms wide. Keep the foot flexed. Take a breath here. Feel the shoulders soften. Figure 4, bring your ankle to the thigh, hands to heart center. Take a breath here as you sit back into your hips. Inhale, reach the arms high, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, airplane pose. Reach that leg back, hands back. Let the foot set down to the earth. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge, palms face each other. Exhale, hands to the earth, step your foot back, float through your chaturanga, always an option to take your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. We'll move through this flow one more time, a little faster, breath to movement. So take another deep breath here in your downward facing dog. On the exhale, soften your heels. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, reach forward and up, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane pose, float the back leg. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, pull that knee forward, reach the arm high. Exhale, figure 4, press the hands together, sit back. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, reach up. Exhale, airplane pose, set the back foot down. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to the earth. Flow through your Vinyasa, Chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Beautiful work, everyone. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward. Inhale, reach the arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach the arms high. Exhale, airplane pose, float the back leg, palms face down. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, rise up. Exhale, figure 4, hands to heart center. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, strong front leg. Exhale, airplane pose, step the foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to the earth, flow through your Chaturanga Vinyasa. We'll meet in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Now we'll roll forward into our plank pose, shoulders in line with hips. Drop your heels to the left, send your right arm high for side plank. Option to lower your knee, or you can take a variation and float your right leg off the ground. Wherever you are in this expression, take a deep breath. And release back into your plank pose. And then drop your heels over to the right. Send your left arm high into your side plank. Take whichever variation you did on the other side. Breathe here. And both hands come back to the floor, plank pose. Press back into your downward facing dog. Look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Send your hands overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now come into your mountain pose. We'll practice tree. Shift your weight into your left foot. Send your right toes forward and then out to the side 90 degrees. Pull that foot into your ankle, shin, or inner thigh. Hands come to heart center. Option to grow your branches by sending your arms overhead. Keep a strong leg and a strong core as you stand steady here in your tree pose. And bring your hands back to heart center, slowly transitioning the knee forward into the earth. Now shift your weight into your right foot, send your left toes forward and then out to the side. Pull that foot into your ankle, shin, or inner thigh. Bring the hands to heart center, finding your center of gravity here in your tree pose. Option to stay here to grow your branches tall. You can spread the fingers wide, taking up space here. In yoga, we root down to rise up, so press your foot into the earth as you lift up through the body, sending energy out the crown of your head, out through your fingertips. Breathe here. And bring the hands back to heart center, pull the knee forward and step your foot to the ground. Mountain pose, hands by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot as far back as you can, bring the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms high for your low lunge. Bend into that knee as you take a breath here, gazing up. On your next exhale, bring your hands back down to the floor. Straighten your front leg as you shift your hips back. Half Hanumanasana. Take a breath here as you forward fold. On your next inhale, press forward into your lizard lunge. Heel toe that right foot to the outer edge of your mat. Pull the heart forward. Lunge into the hips. Option to stay here to bring your right hand on the inside of your knee, or you can reach back, grabbing the outer edge of your left foot for your psoas stretch. Take a breath wherever you are here in your lizard lunge. Now release the foot, bring both hands to the ground, straighten your right leg so you're back in your half splits. And now walk your hands around the side of your mat, all the way around to the back, and then send your right arm high so you're in a nice extended, modified side plank. Breathe along the side body here, and on your inhale breath, lift yourself up, cartwheel your arms over to the right, gate pose. Now come into a full forward fold over that right leg, grabbing the foot. Feel that inner thigh stretch, take a deep breath, and then walk your hands back around to the side of your mat again. Inhale, left arm high for a twist. Exhale, thread the needle, reach your left arm through, try and grab the big toe of your foot. If you can't find the toe, press your hand into the floor, take a deep breath here. Inhale, begin to press yourself up again, send that left arm high. Exhale, release, walk it back around to the front of your mat, low lunge. Step that foot back into downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, send the left leg high. Exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Lunge into that front knee, send the arms high. Take a deep breath here as you breathe along the side bodies. Exhale, release your hands to the earth, straighten that leg, shift the hips back. You're in your half Hanumanasana. Breathe here in your forward fold. Inhale, lunge forward into your lizard pose. Heel toe that left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Lunge forward, pulling the chest through. Option to stay here to bring your left hand on the inside of your thigh, Or you can bend the back knee, reaching back for your foot with your left arm. Lift the chest, gaze up into your lizard pose. Any variation is fine here. Just take a nice deep breath, experiencing the posture. And release the foot, both hands to the ground. Straighten that front leg, moving back into your half splits, forward fold. Again, walk your hands around to the right side of your mat. Left leg stays long. Send that left arm overhead. You're in a nice side bend stretch. On your next inhale, rise up. We'll take gate pose, side bend over to the left. Breathe along the inside of your left leg. Reach that right arm over, forward fold over the leg, and breathe here. Bring both hands back to the side of your mat. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread the needle. Reach through for that big toe or press your hand into the ground. Take a nice deep breath here. This posture may be unfamiliar. Just explore the sensations. Begin to press yourself back up. Inhale, send that right arm high. Exhale, both hands back to the floor. Walk it around to the front of your mat, low lunge. Press through your hands. Send both feet back for downward facing dog. Now roll forward into your plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly for stick in the mud. Send your arms out wide into a T shape. Turn your head over to the right. We're going to roll onto the right side of our body. You can bend your right knee and set that foot behind you. Prop your right hand into the floor in front of your chest and just breathe here. Breathe along the front of that left shoulder. You might feel a nice twist in the low back or in the hip. And release the posture through center. We'll take it to the other side. Right arm out, roll onto the right side of your body. Prop your left foot up on the ground behind you. Press your left hand into the floor. Breathe along the front of your chest. And release back to center. Reach your hands back by your sides, the palms face down. Inhale, lift your chest. Option to stay here or lift your legs. Option to stay here or even float the arms. You're in full Superman pose. Find one more inhale. Exhale, soften to the ground. Take a breath here. We'll take floor bow. Bend your knees. Reach back and grab the inner or the outer edges of your ankles, palms face together. And on your inhale breath, lift the chest, lift the knees, kicking into your hands. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release, soften to the mat, one cheek to the earth. Bring your hands under your shoulders and press back into your child's pose. When you feel ready, rise up onto your knees. We'll take a camel's pose here. Bring the hands to your low back. Knees are at hips width distance. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back bend. Let's take a lion's breath. Inhale. Inhale, rise back up through center. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath here. We'll take another camel pose. Bring the hands back to your low back. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, back bend. Option to reach the hands back toward your heels to go a little deeper. We'll take 2 lion's breath. Inhale. Inhale, rise back up through center. Hands to the heart space. Sit back onto your heels and take a breath here, a moment of stillness to reflect on this practice, on this work. And we'll come to a seat, send the legs in front of you, and then the feet wide for a wide-legged forward fold. Hands rest on the earth, lengthen your spine, feet are flexed. Option to stay here, or you can walk your hands forward, letting your head and shoulders relax. Take a few breaths here into the hips and into the hamstrings. And begin to walk the hands back in. Bring the legs together. Feet stay together. Inhale, send the arms high. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Knees are gently bent. You can grab your toes, your ankles, or your shins. Relax your head, and again, take a few breaths here. And begin to rise back up through center. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Let's roll back onto our back. Feet are on the ground. We'll take figure 4, right foot up and over the left thigh. Reach through and grab the back of your left knee. Pull the knees into your chest. Both feet are flexed. This is a modified pigeon pose on our back. Keep the spine nice and long. Take a deep breath. And now keep the legs in figure 4, but bring your foot back to the earth. Let your hips fall over to the left for a twist. Send your right arm out to the side. Left hand can press into the right knee. Take another deep breath here. And release back to center. Bring both feet back to the floor. We'll take figure 4 on the other side. Left foot up and over your right thigh. Pull that knee towards your chest and breathe here. Both feet are flexed. Now keep the legs in figure 4, but release them. Bring your foot back to the earth. Let your knees fall over to the right. Gaze left. Send that left arm out by your side. Use your right hand to press into the left knee, creating space in your hip as you breathe. And release, bring the legs back through center, and then send the feet straight up for legs up the wall. Option to stay here or to move into your shoulder stand, lifting your hips and supporting your low back with your hands. Stay here for a few breaths. Keep the neck nice and long. Option to fold over into your plow pose. Your feet can lift up and over your head, and maybe your toes touch the floor. If your feet find the floor, you can release your arms down to the ground, pressing your palms into the mat. Take another deep breath here, and then begin to bend your knees. Reach your hands up and around for the outer edges of your feet. Slowly roll the spine down into your happy baby. We'll take happy baby, grabbing the outer edges of the feet, rock side to side, massaging the low back on the mat. And release your legs straight out onto the floor. We'll take fish pose. Prop yourself up onto your elbows, wiggle them together, and then let your head fall back, releasing tension in the neck. Take a deep breath. And then gently lift yourself back up. Wiggle your arms out from underneath you, laying back onto your back. Bend your knees, send your hands up and over your head, and windshield wiper your knees side to side, releasing any tension in the low back. And then pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, lift your chin to your knees, and squeeze into a tiny ball. Find an inhale breath, and exhale, release back into your Shavasana. Palms roll open by your sides, lift the chest. Lengthen the back of your neck. Take a nice deep breath here and soften into your Shavasana. And begin to deepen your breath. Invite tiny movements into your fingers and your toes. And turn your head side to side. Reach your hands up and over your head, take a nice stretch, and then roll onto your left side. Pause for a moment here, honoring the cycle of samsara, of death and rebirth. And when you feel ready to begin again, press yourself up to a seat, to our Sukhasana, to where we began. Hands resting on your knees. On an inhale breath, reach the hands up and over your head. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once more, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. In this space of loving awareness, let's sing the sound of Om together. Inhale. And find your heart chakra mudra, creating space between the palms, breathing into this portal of loving awareness. And lift your hands up to your third eye. The light and the wisdom within me bow to the light and the wisdom within you. Namaste.